The Steelers forged ahead on this exquisite Franco Harris run and lateral to John Stallworth, who scored to make it a 14-7 Pittsburgh lead. A Terry Bradshaw pass to rookie T. Bell gave the champs a 2-touchdown advantage in the third quarter. The Cleveland-Pittsburgh game had a decidedly David and Goliath twist. Fresh-faced Brian Sipe played David, peering up at the Goliaths of the Steel Curtain defense, all of them loose, relaxed, and supremely confident of thoroughly whopping their turnpike rivals. But for 30 minutes, Sipe and the Browns closely followed the Fable storyline as the young quarterback, who was subbing for injured Mike Phipps, threw 2 touchdown passes, and Cleveland dominated the Super Bowl champions through the first half. Pittsburgh played their part to the hilt, giving the underdogs every possible chance to win the game. But the Cleveland defense, despite pressuring Terry Bradshaw all day, simply would not or could not stick to the script. Finally, as it must to all teams who fail to take advantage of the Steelers' rare generosity, the turning point of the contest came quickly and decisively. Don Cockcroft's 593rd career punt was blocked by Jack Ham, and the course of the game was permanently altered. The blocked punt and 2 fumbles by #1 draft choice Mike Pruitt led to 17 third-quarter Pittsburgh points, and in the fourth period, Franco Harris ran wild as the Steelers pulled away from their one-time arch rivals. And what became of young David? When last seen, Brian Sipe was still searching for his misplaced slingshot somewhere on the tartan turf of the Three Rivers Stadium, where the Cleveland Browns have yet to win a game.
4. Nope. Oscar Rowe made a heck of a try. Oh, it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll be long. Never. On 3rd and 11. Bradshaw to the goal line, and Stallworth has a touch. Now it's Greg Pruitt in motion, and the pitch to Mike. And a good block by Greg Pruitt. Fumbles down, a fumble. And Pittsburgh has it. At a first down, but then he comes down, huh?
2 mistakes are very, very costly.
On the wing. Stallworth back to throw. Out of the end zone and incomplete. Oh, and a big hit was made on Franco Harris by Walter Johnson. A couple of baseball scores. After 2 innings, the Cubs lead the Phils 1-0. And on 3rd down, Cleveland has a big rush on. Bradshaw wings it out here, and it is incomplete. Down in a hurry, and it is up and got a crack at it. It is good. An attempt last week. To the right now, and Rucker is a slot back to the left, and Mike Pruitt fumbles. Steelers have it again. That's the second time, and this Steve Furness recovers it. Franco Harris cuts back inside. The big part of that. Big part about that play was Jim Clapp. 3, 2nd and 7. Out of the eye, the pitch to Blyer. Harris out in front of it. First down for the Steelers. Neil Craig ran him out of bounds in Browns territory. Steelers running well now, and it is to the first man, Franco Harris. And he gets good yardage. Let's give you some scores. After Baltimore had jumped on top at the start of the game, now with 6 minutes left, 32. Grossman was all alone, and it's first 7-yard line for the Steelers, who appear to be ready to take the lead. Second and goal from the 4. Mac Mitchell made the tackle, and that was a great effort by Harris. It was really... It'll be third and goal. Harris has carried twice in the backfield. Bradshaw to Harris. Touchdown. Charlie Hall hit him, but he went on in. He didn't get much on that one. He threw it away. On the blitz and in the end zone when Sipe at midfield. Waiting for the kick. And he kicks it to Fuqua on the 48, 40. Fumble. Cleveland has the ball. Are they going to give it to him or not? No, I thought they had it. Al Dent. Bradshaw to Franco Harris. Gets inside the 35 following the block of Jim Flack, the guard, very short. Franco Harris found the hole. It'll be third down and a foot to go. Closer than that, about 3 inches. We have 9:52 remaining in the game. A Steeler touchdown right here would put him in great shape in there. For Blyer, a quarterback sneak, I don't know how much progress they're going to give him. I don't think.
But what happens if he doesn't make it?
Didn't make it. It's fourth down. Now they try to get it this time. Another quarterback sneak. The ball came loose for a minute, and Bradshaw got the first down going in the air. First down for the Steelers. But not very easily, did they? Down. Bradshaw is going to go into the end zone for Pugh. Bradshaw has changed the play at the line of scrimmage, and a delay to Franco Harris. First and goal. Boy, when he sees that goal line, from the 8. You kidding me? Goal from the 8. Franco Harris cut back inside. Third and goal from the 5. It is hit by Babbitt. Yep. And a throw, and it's touchdown. Now for the Steelers. And they'll keep it on the ground. Rocky Blyer this time, and he gained 5. Wrestled down by Shirk and others. The Cleveland defensive unit has been on the field all 3-yard gain by Franco Harris. You notice we have not once today. Ambrose is in his middle linebacker now for Cleveland. Franco Harris gets the first down. Whoa, what a jaunt that was. Tom Darden had to come up from the safety spot to tackle him. First down, Pittsburgh. 43-yard line. Neil Craig finally stopped him in there, I think. Harrison is in the backfield with Blyer, and Blyer runs and dances. They're tearing him up now. Harris is back in there, running with the ball. And a big hit head on by Johnson, Walter Johnson. It'll be third down. The clock is stopped at the moment. 2 tight ends are in there. Bradshaw rolling and running. Well, I didn't think they're going to do now, but I didn't think they'd quite have it. This is third down and 8. Incomplete off Greg, but that'll be it at the moment.
Down, Bradshaw later rose to hit tight end Randy Grossman, cutting the deficit to 30-27 with nearly 3 minutes to go in the game. Last drive of the game, Bradshaw passes to Frank Lewis, and Lynn Swan, number 88, brought the Steelers close enough for a field goal try, but it would fail. Pittsburgh is now 1-2 and glum. the Patriots 2-1 and smiling. 2 weeks ago, the Dolphins fell 30-14. Last week, the Steelers 30-27. Are the Raiders to be surprising New England's next victim this week?
Second down and 19. Bobby Lee back. Looking over the middle and it's picked off. Jack Lambert. Jack Lambert gives the Steelers a break as he moves back to the 15-yard line. We're down at second down and 7. Bradshaw turns it loose. Rocky Blyer, and I believe
that should have been a
pass
touchdown.
could have been going to Lynn Swan, and Blyer stepped in front of it. Over the Steelers. Blyer tries and Blyer fails. Oh, and this crowd loves it. Remember the way. That's Grossman. Comes the rollout. Gives himself the option, and it goes to Cunningham, the tight end, the rookie from Clemson.
Darn good play.
That Detroit used to get in. State, or rather Grambling, to the left. Lee, the 4th sack of the year for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it goes to L.C. Greenwood.
On an unhealthy day for quarterbacks all around the league, Cleveland turned to a doctor for help. With both Mike Phipps and Brian Sipe injured, third-string quarterback Dave Mays, a dentist in the offseason, led the Browns to an upset victory over faltering Pittsburgh. Luckily, Dr. Dave was smart enough to let Greg Pruitt do the throwing. On the halfback option, Pruitt's painful pass to Paul Warfield was the big play that led to Cleveland's only touchdown of the game. But it was enough because of 4 field goals by Don Cockcroft and the surprising fact that Pittsburgh could manage merely a single touchdown themselves. The prime reason was a furious pass rush by the Orange Crush. Cleveland's front 4 is hardly any steel curtain. They've reached the quarterback only thrice in 4 games. But today, Terry Bradshaw was sacked and pillaged 4 times by Mac Mitchell, Jerry Shirk, Walter Johnson, and Joe Jones. On the final sack, Jones' exuberance sent Steeler fortunes for the game, and perhaps the season, crashing to the ground. Any remaining hopes Pittsburgh may have harbored about a record 3rd straight Super Bowl were shattered by a stunning 18-16 defeat to Cleveland. With Bradshaw out for the next 3 to 4 games and a 1-4 record, Pittsburgh's occupancy of last place in football's toughest division may not be so temporary a visit after all. Worried Steeler fans had just one question for rookie quarterback Mike Krutzik. Krutzik was starting his first pro game in place of injured Terry Bradshaw as the 1-4 world champions faced an early defrocking at the hands of the eager Cincinnati Bengals. Rookies sometimes run into trouble, but it helps to have number 58 Jack Lambert and the Pittsburgh defense in your corner. As Pittsburgh safety Mike Wagner said after the game, Lambert told everybody if we didn't win, he'd kill us. Given that kind of ultimatum, the Pittsburgh defense promptly assumed their big game stance and recaptured their championship form. When the Pittsburgh front line scattered Cincinnati's meticulous short passing attack, Ken Anderson, number 14, went after the Steelers secondary with even less success. The Intimidators had returned, and Cincinnati's high-powered offense was held without a touchdown for the first time in 2 years. The Steelers dominated Cincinnati 23-6 to get back into Jack Lambert's good graces. But his fire and brimstone revival may have to last all season if Pittsburgh hopes to overcome the sins of September.
Pittsburgh's ball, first down on a Pittsburgh 45. An all-time NCAA record for accuracy. Franco Harris bulls his way over the 50 and to the Cincinnati 49. Quarter, Kurt Gowdy here, John Brody. Harris picking his way to the 41-yard line of Cincinnati. A first down for the Steelers. On the Bengal 41. Harris. He's to the 35, a 6-yard gain for Franco.
Again, you see Franco Harris doing what he loves to do. Everybody.
And he's still a comparatively young back. 30, down to the 29-yard line. A first down for the Steelers. Give them 30 times a game. Pittsburgh with a first down. Rocky Flyer has the ball. Now that front line of Pittsburgh is coming off the ball. They haven't been doing that this year. Natty's leading 3-0 early in the second period. There's a good burst in there by the rookie Gary Burley. Mike Kruzik's going to oblige. It's deflected, and it is incomplete. And it's fourth down and 6 for Pittsburgh on the Cincinnati 25. 42-yard field goal attempt by Roy Girilla against a slight breeze. The kick is up, and it is good, and he's tied the game. 3 of his last 4 attempts have been blocked. So we have a tie game on a 42-yarder by Roy Girilla. Although the Steeler record wouldn't indicate it, but don't let that fool you, says Cincinnati. Anderson threw it right into the hands of Jack Lambert. Lambert, I believe, was the most surprised player in the stadium. You very seldom see Ken Anderson do that.
Well, what he does, he never did. I know he never saw Lambert. He's got his attention on Curtis and saw him break loose.
Riley, your turn.
That run by Franco is an excellent run when he was hemmed in, and he goes out of bounds. Driven out by Sunigo. Franco Harris, outside he goes. That's the way to tackle him. You've got to hit him low. Bernard Jackson got him around the ankle. You hit him high and he'll rip you. Third down, 8 to go. Mike Kruzik looking, throws, right there it goes. And it is one stopped, probably, let's see, the 3 or the 2-yard line. Kruzik hit him, perfect strike.
He did hit him with a perfect strike, but...
He comes into the goal line defender for the Bengals. And that is a touchdown. Franco Harris into the end zone.
Boy, you can hear it all the way up here.
Back now, and they grab the lead. Timeout on the score. Pittsburgh 10, Cincinnati 3. Isaac Curtis. Anderson looking. Quick flip. Beautiful catch. Elliott, is it a completion? If it is, it's a recovered fumble by Pittsburgh. Jack Lambert on it. Look at him.
Place at the right time. Let's take a look. They swing Linville Elliott just around to the corner. They're actually throwing it away from Lambert. They just read the middle linebacker, throw it the other way. Lambert caused the fumble and then happened to be in a perfect spot to pick it up.
Alley overs for the Bengals today. Big hole. Franco Harris. Whew, how he's rumbling this first half.
And you often see it, a situation like this develop when you have your real star out. Bradshaw, who's been running this club for the past two and a half years very well.
3 to go. Line of scrimmage, Cincinnati's 34. Harris at the 30. And down to the 26. Boy, picks up another 8.
Nothing.
Pass. Flyers out. Duke was in. Steeler backfield. Kuzik gives the ball off. Franco Harris. Harris to the 20-yard line. Harris looking. Flag is down. Might have had a clipping or a holding on this. It is up, and it is good. Roy Girilla, who came in here, only 4 out of 9 is 2 out of 2 today. Third down, 9. Plenty of time here. Flag is down, and they have a holding call. They couldn't get anybody open. It suddenly broke down.
Well, the play, what Russell did was fool him. He gave him
Franco Harris to his 43. They're going back to the pattern that was working in the first half. Kuzik. Right down the middle, and he's got his man at the 45-yard line of Cincinnati. That's Lynn Swan, number 88, in the second half. Harris is down for a loss back to the 49 of Cincinnati by Reggie Williams. This rookie from Dartmouth playing some game out there. Third down and 14 for the Steelers. Lose it. Plenty of time. Out it goes. Frank Lewis has it. And he has a first down. He nearly didn't have it, but then he gathered it back in again.
Well, Kruzik was given enough time. Both times Cincinnati has put them in a position they want to have them in.
First down, Pittsburgh on the Cincinnati 33. That was a big first down for the Steelers. Harris to the 30-yard line. Cincinnati's won 4 and lost 1. Harris trying to cut back. He gets to the 35. He did it himself. Oh, Mr. Harris that time. Remarkable running. Harris and Fuqua the running backs. Fuqua has the ball. Quick hitter. And they spot him down at the 14. Throw on 3rd and 2. Maybe he is. Dumps it off, and he gets it there inside the 10. Oh, that was a remarkable throw.
That's an ability you can't teach, Kurt. You can't.
There goes Frenchie. Is he over or not? I don't think so. Again, a quick hitter by Frenchie Fuqua. Harris. Touchdown, Franco Harris. Old friends there in Oklahoma. Anderson deep. Look out. Down he goes. A wise move by Anderson at the 41-yard line. That's another loss, though. He's going to throw. Now he decides to run for it, and he's out of bounds. And he hit there. There goes a flag down on Bo Harris. Bo Harris, and there they go.
You notice the man that was after Bo Harris was Jack Lambert, who was a bit outspoken about that play last week when Joe Jones knocked Bradshaw down a few yards if he can and then get out of bounds. The game's getting into the hairy part. I'm sure that it certainly wasn't any cheap shot. It was just
postseason hopes. Kruzik has done his job. There's a burst by Franco Harris out to the 48. Quick 7-yard gain by Franco, and Reggie Williams pulled him down.
It's been one of them.
They have 3 tight ends for blocking. Franco Harris wriggles across the 50 for a first down. They hold on to their lead. 45, Harris at the 40, dumped there. 9-yard pickup for Franco. He was hit by Lamar Parrish, number 20.
And every first down is becoming bigger and bigger, Kurt. Cincinnati's almost got to get a turnover in order to get an opportunity to get the ball twice, which they need in order to score 14 points. And Pittsburgh doesn't seem to have any intention of giving it to them.
It's interesting to watch these wide receivers come in. Kruzik kneeling in the huddle, then they come in and whisper to him and being helped. They didn't want to overload him with having to call all the plays today. Played a very conservative power game. Harris outside, still going. First down, he's out of bounds at the Cincinnati 29. Reggie Williams drove him out.
See, this is a simple little fake play, a counter play. Takes one step to the strong side, goes back weak. He's got Sam Davis out in front of him. There's nobody to contain, gets around Reggie Williams, forces Ken Riley to make the play, but not before he picks up a big gain.
Some runner out there for a big back. He can turn. Rocky Bleier this time. Bleier to the 19-yard line of Cincinnati. Harris squirms for it, and I believe he has it.
6 for 6.
First down by half a yard. Second down 10. He does. This is his 40th carry. He just seems to be getting better here in this fourth period with each carry.
Survival game.
Survival game for them. They lost this one. They were gone. 41st carry for Franco Harris. He's taken down there by Jim LeClaire. Cincinnati has a rough schedule ahead. They have Oakland, L.A., Houston twice, Pittsburgh again. That kick is good by Roy Girilla, and the Steeler lead now is 23-6. Roy Girilla. Cincinnati game. It all starts at 12:30 Eastern Time. Stay tuned now for Grandstand after these messages from your local station.
At Giant Stadium, rookie Steeler quarterback Mike Krutzik overcame the disguises and change-ups in New York's pass coverages by outrunning his inexperience. Unfortunately, the winless Giants cannot outdistance their mistakes. Against Pittsburgh, they timidly went down to their 7th straight defeat as the steel curtain engulfed, then spit out their offense. Totally enfeebled, the Giants were shut out, a humiliation that cost quarterback Craig Morton his health and third-year head coach Bill Arnsparger his job. The resurgent Steelers were not awesome, just surgical and precise in the manner they carved up a New York defense that has been decimated by injuries. Pittsburgh played almost contemptuously, knowing they were going to win all the time. So they ran a lot, passed little, and won big, 27-0. The playoff express has just left the terminal. Last week, Steeler fans held a grandstand prayer service, during which they asked the spirit of misfortune to intervene where necessary to preserve Pittsburgh's win streak. Ah, the powers work in curious ways. While somebody out there kept pulling cosmic strings, down here for the Chargers, the football had no handle. Bad luck and a tough opponent add up to a long Sunday afternoon. The frustrated Chargers forfeited one opportunity after another. It seemed whenever momentum went up for grabs, invariably a Steeler came down with it. Still, the Chargers trailed by a mere 3 points as period 4 began. Time now for Pittsburgh to unveil the latest in ball control wizardry. On this ball control play, Pittsburgh controlled the ball for nearly a minute. But the world champs soon got serious, and points soon went up on the board. With Terry Bradshaw back in the lineup, Pittsburgh erupted for 20 fourth-quarter points and their second straight shutout victory. The almost forgotten Steelers now have evened their record at 4-4 and suddenly appear very much in contention for a playoff spot, though the odds of a third straight Super Bowl appearance seem very much against them. Bellowed and boomed and walked all over the Chiefs. The Steelers registered their third straight shutout and have not allowed a touchdown for 16 consecutive quarters. Even their unassuming Clark Kent mild-mannered reporter offense looked super by rushing for 330 yards and scoring 45 points. Pittsburgh possesses quality depth throughout their roster. They have a motherlode rich in receivers, including rookie Ernest Pugh, number 85. There are backs like Harris, Blyer, Fuqua, and nifty spare parts like Jack Delaplane, number 35, who scored 2 touchdowns. All in all, the world champions, after a horrid start, are as awesome as ever. Make room for them in Pasadena. They made believers out of the Chiefs, who were shut out for the first time in 179 games. Meanwhile, in Pittsburgh, another seemingly unstoppable team continued its streak. The Steelers have not only given up the fewest points in the league, but also have not given up a touchdown in their last 21 quarters. Since their horrendous start, the defense has carried the team, even allowing enough breathing room for the development of number 15 rookie quarterback Mike Krutzek. Frank Lewis had stepped on the sideline, but his big play against the Dolphins was one of the key elements for the Pittsburgh offense. The other key element was the NFL's top-ranked running game, featuring Rocky Blyer and Franco Harris, both of whom rushed for more than 100 yards for the second straight week. The super-strong Steelers stayed alive with their 5th consecutive win and their first ever over Miami, 14-3. With bearded Terry Bradshaw injured and a young upstart rookie named Mike Krutzek at quarterback, one has to wonder how the Steelers have managed to win 6 in a row. Well, they haven't been doing it with mirrors. Until last week's battle with the Houston Oilers, the Pittsburgh defense had allowed but 3 points in their last 4 outings, while the Steelers were racking up 109 for themselves. Needless to say, Pittsburgh's title hopes have been kept breathing not by an iron lung, but by a steel curtain. However, last week, veteran quarterback John Hadle gave the Steelers a few depressing moments as he led his team to 2 touchdowns, including this 69-yard pass to Ken Burrow. Despite the momentary generosity, the Steelers kept their eye on the playoff picture as they ran the victory 32-16.
Ball that man. 2nd down 7. Here's Blyer. Blyer rolls it out to the 25, and a first down for Blyer at the 31.
Pulled out in front. You see Rocky right here, and right in front of him is 57, Sam Davis. Those backs that are smart runners, they know how to do it. He's blocking on Casanova, 37. And that's Marvin Cobb, number 24, comes over and knocks him out of bounds.
Blyer has 32. Here's it. Great drop back.
Whoa, what kind? There he did it again.
Again at the 40. They came back to him. Lynn Swan. And that's the way to help out as Don Meredith, though. Help your buck out here.
Oh, yeah, that's
Swan
right.
is unhappy with Lamar Parrish.
Well,
the flag is down, and Swan has been all year.
Swan says they've taken unnecessary shots
all year.
And
that's Theo Bell. Wait a minute, that's Theo Bell.
Theo's probably helping Lynn out. You know, it could be one of those things. Violent game of physical contact played by conglomeration of misfits.
Personal foul, number 20, defense. Personal foul, number 8, rolls over.
Oh, Jim Tunney let us have it there. Oh, that's
There's
pretty.
A screen to Blyer. Blyer has a first down and more. Rocky Blyer is bumped out on the Bengal 32-yard line by Glenn Canberra. They're trailing 3-0.
He's got him open.
There's Rocky Blyer. He's wide open. Blyer knocked out of bounds on the 14-yard line by Glenn Canberra. They're going to work on those Cincinnati linebackers. Lee Davis is now in the lineup at fullback. Booby Clark's gone out. There's Shepard Clark still in there.
Fumble,
and the Steelers have recovered. 3rd period.
Slip.
Look at that slipping around. Harris is buried by Ron Carpenter, number 70.
Dipping and
They
sliding.
just can't get the start. We're going slight flurry. Mike Kruzek throws the ball, and he completes it. Lynn Swan, they have hit 3 in a row together, and Kruzek, the rookie, remarkable in this snowstorm.
There's a big hole over there on that side, Kurt. There's something happening. I don't know what it is, but every time, and even sometimes they haven't completed, he's been open.
And Swan in the battery in the second half. Rocky Blyer.
All
Blyer,
right,
steady,
there he goes.
gets to the 5.
Whoa!
And he's blasted at the 4. The 2nd and 4, he's hit by Marvin Cobb.
Marvin Cobb popped him.
And Glenn Cameron putting there, the lone setback. Out of the double wing, Harris has the ball, and he scores. Franco Harris puts the Steelers ahead.
You'll see Sam Davis, the pulling guard, made a good little block there. Nice block by Randy Grossman, 84, held Pritchard before he could get there, and he was already too late.
That's our first touchdown of the game with 22 seconds to go. You watch it here. Here's Harris. He had the hole, and he slips by Lamar Parrish with the score, Pittsburgh 7 and Cincinnati 3. Swan
got it, and
has
he's
the ball. Swan's away.
Oh.
And punt from behind.
Hey, that was
Lynn
nice.
Swan flashing the 4 in the day that voted him the most valuable player in the Super Bowl.
He's got him. Oh, bounced
He
it.
slipped when he threw the ball. He threw it in the snow in front of Linville Elliott, or Gary Davis. There's a sack by Ernie Holmes.
A fumble, and it was recovered, though.
Ernie Holmes hit him. Kenny fumbled and recovered it. Flipping, throwing deep.
He's got
and
it.
it is a incomplete.
Oh, that's almost
There's a
interference.
touchdown.
Oh, J.T. Thomas got back there and knocked it down just at the last.
In Cincinnati, the worst possible conditions almost conspired to keep the Pittsburgh Steelers from any further chance for the playoffs. The Bengals had managed a field goal before the snow had started, and in the second half, the AFC's 2 best defensive teams were not about to allow any further scoring on the Riverfront Stadium Astro Rink. Any kind of big offensive play had to be part skill, part miracle. Miraculous Isaac Curtis put Cincinnati in good position, but the NFL's stingiest defense was equal to the challenge. For the 6th time in 7 games, the Steeler defense did not allow a single touchdown. The Steeler offense scored only 1, the 13th and by far the most important for Franco Harris. Looking ahead to Monday night's game between Cincinnati and Oakland, one Steeler mused, "Now we need the good Lord and the Oakland Raiders." And what a combination that is. Week, after a long injury-caused layoff, Pittsburgh's Terry Bradshaw was ready to return to action as the Steelers' playoff hopes flickered like a flame in the wind. Bradshaw seemed to be in top elusive form, and the winless Tampa Bay Buccaneers were no match for the world champs, who put 42 points on the blinky board. The Steel Curtain rose to its 4th shutout of the season, a new team record. But while the red-hot Steelers were marching to their 9th win of the year, they were not the captains of their destiny. Instead, they had to rely on an Oakland win over Cincinnati in last Monday night's game to keep their title hopes alive. And when Lynn Swan offered a prayer of supplication, someone up there heard him as the Raiders whipped the Bengals 35-20, and the Steelers' playoff flame roared to life and warned the rest of the NFL that they'd better get on their asbestos underwear. Down in Houston, Cincinnati's share of first meant little. While the Oiler faithful sang hymns of hope, all they heard were funeral dirges crooned by the Steel Curtain Quartet. The Houston offense was never able to get off the ground, due partly to Pittsburgh's incredible defense. But the Oilers also managed to keep turning the ball over, often by most peculiar methods. Pittsburgh eventually took advantage of those mistakes as quarterback Terry Bradshaw, fresh from the injured ranks, tossed a second quarter touchdown to Lynn Swann, number 88. The Steelers also got 100-yard performances from running backs Rocky Blyer and Franco Harris. In addition, Harris, number 32, added 6 points to the till by knowing when to redesign a Pittsburgh running play. Since October, the Steelers have had to win all their games to make the playoffs. This victory gave Coach Chuck Noll just that. Pittsburgh made it the hard way, but nonetheless they made it. And for that, the rest of the league may be sorry. Pittsburgh Steeler owner Art Rooney is one of the most beloved men in the NFL. And even in a hostile setting like Baltimore's Memorial Stadium, he was surrounded by friends and well-wishers as the Steelers began their quest for a third straight Super Bowl against the Baltimore Colts. The Baltimore-Pittsburgh playoff game matched the explosive offense of the Colts against the hard rock defense of the Steelers. The league's highest scoring team with 1,000-yard rusher Lydell Mitchell and Mad Bombardiers Burt Jones, number 7, and Roger Carr, number 81, against the league's best defense. A defense that allowed just 138 points and shut out 5 of the Steelers' last 9 opponents. In the face of this immovable object, the irresistible force proved perfectly resistible indeed. Burt Jones was sacked 5 times, intercepted twice, and only once when it counted could the Colts put a dent in the steel curtain. Carr's first period touchdown was only the second one scored on the Steelers in the first period of their last 30 games. But that was it for the Colts, as they did not get another touchdown before the Steelers had put 33 points on the board, and the game was no longer in doubt. The Steeler defense had certainly been immovable, but that was to be expected. What most people forget, however, is that Pittsburgh has a pretty irresistible force itself. On the game's third play from scrimmage, Terry Bradshaw teamed with Frank Lewis for a 76-yard spectacular, and the Steelers were never headed. The most irresistible element of the Steeler offense is a ground game that racked up the 3rd highest yardage total in pro football history and is led by 2 1,000-yard rushers, Rocky Blyer and Franco Harris, number 32, who rushed for 122 yards in the first half alone. But Harris would add only 10 more yards to his rushing total in the second half due to a rib injury. And this is where the awesome power of the Steeler ground game gets scary. Harris joined Blyer, who had sprained a toe earlier in the game, on the sidelines. Yet despite the absence of their 2 1,000-yard men, the Pittsburgh offense never missed a beat. Off the bench came almost forgotten John "Frenchie" Fuqua, number 33, who chipped in with 80 yards of total offense, and number 46 Reggie Harrison, who added 60 yards and scored 2 touchdowns. The Steeler passing game was bolstered by the return of Terry Bradshaw, number 12, and the re-emergence of Lynn Swann, number 88. Bradshaw had missed 9 games due to injuries, and Swan had been almost invisible due to the Steelers' dependence on the run. But Bradshaw and Swan made up for lost time against the Colts with 5 receptions and 2 touchdowns. On Swan's second touchdown, the Steelers caught number 46 defensive back Brian Salter first faking a blitz and then actually coming. And Bradshaw found Swan in a seam between 2 of the 3 remaining Colts secondary men. Irresistible force and immovable object now both apply to the Steelers. The Pittsburgh offense racked up 526 yards, while the defense allowed the Colts just 170. On their last score, Pittsburgh plugged another replacement in. Number 56, 260-pound, 12-year veteran, center Ray Mansfield, kicked the point after, successfully replacing Roy Girella, another of the Steeler wounded. It was all one big happy family, but now a greater challenge remains for the Steelers. If Franco, Rocky, and Roy cannot go full speed in the conference championship game against the Raiders this week, the Steelers will face their stiffest test yet. The Colts don't have to worry about this week. Their season ended last Sunday, a victim of the Steelers' inexorable march into pro football history.
The NFL's second season opened in Baltimore with a rematch of the 1975 playoffs. Terry Bradshaw waited 3 plays before breaking the game open. 60 yards downrange, Frank Lewis cradled the ball, and Pittsburgh's masterpiece had begun. Bradshaw threw 2 touchdowns. Harris gained 132 yards, and the ground crew made it happen. Then a hard-earned lead was entrusted to the defense. By the 4th quarter, fresh horses joined the romp as John Fuqua and Reggie Harrison rambled home. Reserves sealed the win. Even the place kicker was new. The old Ranger, Ray Mansfield, scored the first point of his 14-year career and bounded off like a rookie. Pittsburgh had been in the playoffs for 10 weeks now. Just 1 game remained before a 3rd straight Super Bowl.
Salter comes in, Tryansky comes out, so there are 5 defensive backs in for Baltimore on 3rd and 8. Bradshaw going deep for Lewis. He is there. He's got it. And he will score. 3rd down, 8. From the 24-yard line, a 76-yard pass.
On a deep zone, man, just kind of outran the zone. You can see Bradshaw standing back there 4 or 5 seconds. This ball had to travel 65 yards in the air. Right on the money to Lewis, and the job is all done by now.
Well, Baltimore, if it has a fault in its pass defense, the average completion against Baltimore, not too many completions, for better than 15 yards. First man through is big Franco Harris. Bradshaw lots of time, gets it away for Lewis. He's got it. First down across the 50 at the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Bradshaw throwing on 2nd down. As time floats, it may be picked off the hands of Wallace as a flag thrown in the vicinity of Stan White, where he was with Frenchie Fuqua.
Tangled up in there.
And it's going to be against Stan White, and that'll be a first down. 2nd down, 9. Little swing pass out to Fuqua, and Fuqua gets down near the 25-yard line.
Baltimore did not touch anybody, so that's legal. Now a flag goes down. 2 flags go down. There's Lynn Swan off his hands at the 5-yard line.
What happened is Frenchie Fuqua saw the blitz coming. He knew he was in a position where he could not get the linebacker coming up the middle of the field, so he moved up. And
45-yard attempt. Kick is up. From 45 yards out, Jarella gets 3 more points on the board with 6:30 to go. And they are happy for him because he's had a tough time in recent weeks. Pittsburgh, 9. Baltimore, nothing. And the Colts will get the ball when we come back. It's not going to be Pugh. It's going to be T. Bell, the rookie. And Bell has got some open space. Ricky Thompson and Tony Linhart after him, and it's going to be Thompson, the speedster, who knocks him out of bounds. Thompson, the rookie out of Baylor. Franco Harris and Frenchie Fuqua. Franco Harris, he does get straight ahead this time, and he is dangerous when he does that. Jackie Wallace drags him down at the 19-yard line. No going out to the side this time. He simply went off tackle. Harris again trying to go straight ahead. That gets inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 5 yards, maybe 6. Franco Harris straight ahead, rumbling inside the 10-yard line, and has a first down to the 6-yard line. First down goal to go. There goes Frenchie Fuqua. Down to about the 3-yard line. Jackie Wallace is up top, number 20. Is joined by Grossman and Cunningham, and that's Franco Harris. Franco Harris did not get the touchdown, they say. It'll be 3rd down and inches to go. 3rd down, Reggie Harrison, touchdown. And a big hole for him to ramble through. The cornerback Mumford had to try to close it down. Over Baltimore with 13 minutes and 3 seconds to go. We are still in the first half. Jones under pressure, terrible pressure, and down he goes. And that up top is White. If he can get one away here, it's a wobbly high kick. Lynn Swan, the returner at the 45-yard line, is a great returner, as you know, and a flag goes down. 2 flags go down as the tackle is made by Ed Simonini, a reserve linebacker inside the 40-yard line. And Stan White recovered at the 2-yard line.
Foul, clipping, 85, offense.
That would be Ernest Pugh. Bradshaw throwing on first down, and he's going for Lynn Swan. Flag down off the fingertips of Wallace. Flag down at the 28-yard line.
And Lloyd Mumford was doing everything he could to hold Lynn Swan up and to throw the ball. When you do that, these receivers are going to get open. You've got to invent a way to stop them.
Frenchie Fuqua. Fuqua gets inside the 30-yard line. Very close to first down, and Chayunsky again in on the tackle. 59 seconds to go in the half. Bradshaw with time, looping. Oh, Swan's by himself. Mumford fell down, touchdown. Lloyd Mumford fell down. Swan must have been 15 yards behind him, in the clear. And the Colts are standing around, hands on hips, the defense, and very discouraged and slowly walking off the field.
They're a little down right now, but you can see he fell down. He was trying to bump Swan when he made, at the point where he made his break. He never could touch him because Swan ran his pattern so well. You can see here that Mumford's trying to get any piece he can. But let's give Terry Bradshaw a little credit. I've had an awful lot of receivers get open, never did see them when they got open. He read the defense. He knew the one man he had to come to was Swan, and he hit it.
Pittsburgh Steelers, Ted Marchibota reflects how he feels. Pittsburgh 23, Baltimore 7. And on a quick count, Jones fires. He's got Dowdy, but it's intercepted by Glenn Edwards. Edwards down to the 40-yard line and out of bounds at about the 35. And Jones is intercepted for the second time this afternoon. 3 wide receivers against 5 defensive backs. With lots of time thus far for Bradshaw. Guy's going to run, and for the first time they get it. And the crowd here knows it. Lewis and Swan both to the right. Bradshaw hands to Franco Harris. Harris still on his feet. He gets away. That's Darrell Luce after him. And he's knocked down. But inbounds with 18 seconds to go, and now they stop the clock with 17 seconds to go. Bradshaw, they've gotten to him once. Now flings it out to Harris. Harris does not try to get out of bounds. He stays in bounds, and down he goes.
with 7 seconds to go, and they stop the clock again. 25 yards out. Girella's kick is up and good. 25-yard field goal, Roy Girella. And the Steelers do get on the board again and have a lead of 26-7 with 4 seconds to go. With one big exception today when he broke loose for a touchdown. Over the middle to Lydell Mitchell, grinding around Jack Ham. He lost the football. Steelers, Andy Russell gets it. Andy Russell picked up the fumble and went 93 yards a year ago for a touchdown. This time he has another fumble recovery that blunts the Baltimore drive. They double the wide guys, jump on Chester. They're leaving Lydell Mitchell open. He's been open most of the day. The point production's kind of low. There's another flag, and the Baltimore offense comes back on, and we'll wait for the explanation. The Steelers had gone off and saw Baltimore's defensive unit come on. Now it's at the 30 or the 29-yard line. And I guess they simply blew it dead. And that's the kind of break. Jones, the blitz is on from Ham. Jones stepped up to get around Ham, but Andy Russell, coming from the other side, made the stop. Third down. Jones is going to be caught from behind by the blitzing linebacker Russell. This time they blitz the middle linebacker and the outside linebacker. Jones looking downfield, now will run. And down he goes, picking up maybe a yard. Ernie Holmes made the stop. But the Steelers have the football. It is Bradshaw right out throwing again, this time to Harrison. Harrison's got the first down and more out near midfield. Well, the Steelers thus far today have been awesome on defense, as expected, and have shown us they can run with the football or throw the football on offense. And some bruised ribs, so it's Frenchie Fuqua and Reggie Harrison the backs. There's Reggie Harrison. Harrison picks up 5, 6, 7 yards. Down across the 45-yard line. Second down, short yardage, Harrison. Very close to the first down and may have it at the 40-yard line of Baltimore. Chayunsky drives him back. It is a first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Right. Bradshaw, there was a blitz on, and there's a catch made by Lynn Swan at the 27-yard line. And Swan took quite a rap. 7, first down. Reggie Harrison puts his head down. And the backs now are beginning to simply move the people out. Quick opener, Harrison gets down near the 20-yard line. And it'll be third down and maybe 3 to go. Joe Ehrman down the bottom along with Jim Chayunsky. To go at the 20-yard line. Harrison tries to get it. He's got it and more and gets down near the 10-yard line. Reggie Harrison, and he's mad because he didn't go all the way. He got about all there was to that play. You can see now, here comes Clack. He comes outside, gets on Stan White, does his job. Kicks him out, creates a hole. Harrison goes right underneath the 3 oncoming tacklers. 26-7, and the Steelers can see those round trip tickets to Oakland. Over the middle, touchdown, Lynn Swan, his second of the day. Tell you, that just about puts the icing on the cake, and there's still 13 or 14 minutes left to play. Swan beats Mumford, and it's 6-4. Bradshaw only completed 92 passes before today, for about 48%. Ball is very effective. It is 33-7, the bad kick. That's the only thing that can really hurt him. And that's what happened. And it's fallen on very quickly by Benny Cunningham. Bradshaw swinging it out there to Fuqua. Fuqua turns it upfield. That's Brian Salter. He's got the chance, but he's got the first down inside the 30-yard line. Bradshaw completes yet another pass, and Fuqua turned it on. For long runs. First down, here comes Fuqua again, and again he's going to get good yardage. Rolling inside the 20-yard line. Bradshaw, 14 for 18 for 264 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's injured. There's Fuqua. Well, Frenchie catches a pass and goes to the right for big yardage. Frenchie gets a handoff, goes to the right for big yardage. Now he goes to the left and gets more big yardage down inside the 10. Bradshaw hands to Reggie Harrison, bursts up the middle, touchdown, Reggie Harrison, his second of the day.
and the Steelers can count their tickets to Oakland.
Yes, sir. When you get somebody down, stomp on them. That's an old cliche, but it sure applies. Their offensive line is running the defense of Baltimore right out of the ballpark, and the running backs are doing the rest.
40-14 with 7.5 minutes to go. Look at Terry.
Into a double wing. Saber with a big rush. In there, Mike Wagner on the safety blitz. Mike Wagner, number 23, blitz. No, not high. Grabbed on the 50 by Bell. Bell trying to run laterally, gets to the 45 and goes down on the Raider 45. Right on top of him there is Hubie Ginn, number 29. Davis. Touchdown. Clarence Davis goes in.
All right. They got one fight going down there.
Look at this.
Well, it's early, folks.
That was Bella and Lambert going at it. Yeah, we have another timeout. 10 minutes to go in the first half. The score is Oakland 10 and Pittsburgh nothing.
They run too.
I don't want to take anything away from the Raider defense because they've been magnificent. Bradshaw, quick pass to Frank Lewis. Lewis flips away for a first down. He's still going, and he's to his 42-yard line. Bradshaw to Fuqua. Fuqua bangs it out to the 47-yard line of Pittsburgh. Phil Villapiano hauled him down. Bradshaw's pass. Good. Complete. Good. Great catch there by 82 Stallworth. Jack Tatum hit him as he caught it, but he still hung on to it.
A lot of time.
They're going to Swan.
Oh, look
Swan
out.
has the ball. 10-yard line. Down to the 7. One of those leaping, graceful catches that made Lynn Swan the most valuable player in the Super Bowl last year. Pittsburgh on the Oakland 7. Bradshaw rolling out. The pass, no one there. Flag is down. Flag dropped.
Oh, boy.
Back, Judge.
Number 41, grabbing the face mask on the defense.
Oh, Phil.
Villapiano.
10, actually first and 3.5. Half the distance to the penalty goal.
Yep, he's hanging on there pretty good. That's Cunningham trying to get off the line of scrimmage. And
Stop. Reggie Harrison.
There it is.
Passes in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers come back, and that drive was 75 yards. A little extra point, but it made it.
yeah, I call that pretty when they go through.
10 points. The defending Super Bowl champ. The flip is
Wide
complete.
open.
Down it goes to
That's
the rookie,
Cunningham.
Benny Cunningham. I want to tell you, he's like a Brahma bull after he catches the ball. He just carries people with him. That third period. The swing pass to Harrison. He's out of bounds. Skip Thomas bumped him out on the 28-yard line of Oakland. A 7-yard gain. On in motion. Good catch there on the 24-yard line. Crossing over. That's Swan. I remember him in the Rose Bowl with USC. They lost Phillips and Colsey. Are into the lineup secondary for Oakland. Second down, 10. There's his pass. Swan can't get it. Atkinson on him down there at the 6. Incomplete. Steelers are arguing interference. That's Jerry Mullins. Flag down. First time Bradshaw's rolled out. He plows for the yard marker, but a flag is dropped. You may have a motion, somebody moving there. I don't know. On their 35-yard line. Bradshaw's pass.
Cunningham.
Just short. That's the rookie, Benny Cunningham. He was their #1 draft pick this year from Clemson. A little over a yard.
Good play. Good play.
More. Up they roll into Oakland territory to the Oakland 45. Reggie Harrison. And Cunningham now tied in as a flanker. The pass is complete to Cunningham. He's at the 40-yard line of Oakland. Maybe fell forward to the 39. Monty Johnson and Phil Villapiano, the two linebackers, wrapped him up. 3rd and 4. Van Egan pulled down on the 20-yard line. Oakland has not had one turnover today.
Now look at Lambert.
4th and 2. We're down to 2:15 to play. Mike Ray is hit by number 68, L.C. Greenwood. It's Pittsburgh's ball. Greenwood knows it's all over. He's walking off. Shaw hands it off. Reggie Harrison out to the 35. First down. He's trying to fight his way out of bounds. He's out to the flag drop. Yeah.
Race to hit him, you see, and then he runs into the guard. The guard falls down. Yeah, that was a face mask. And then the back bounces out on the outside of him. You see it?
7 or 8 yard line, 2nd and 10.
All right.
That pass is to Larry Brown, and he is out of bounds on the 21 yard line. Larry Brown got out of bounds, driven out by Jack Tatum. Bradshaw down to 3-2. This is the last play of the game. Lynn Swan has it, and Lynn Swan
Atkinson just grabbed him by the hand.
That's the game, and it's the Raiders of Oakland, the Vikings of Minnesota in the Super Bowl, and the Raiders have finally broken the seal.
But victory extracted a stiff price. Rocky Bleier and Franco Harris were hurting. The following week in Oakland, they watched from the sidelines as Super Bowl dreams were put to rest. The year ended as it had begun, with defeat in Oakland. But in many ways, the season had been the most satisfying of all. In years of adversity, lesser teams have crumbled, but the Steelers battled their way to the very end. And when the measure of a champion was taken, Pittsburgh passed the test. The season is done, the field overrun. Yet through the swirl I see a brighter sun than prizes won. I was the best I could be. A seasoned story of quiet glory remains when all is done.